Hi, it's Jodie and welcome to another video. So today I have my March TBR for you guys and I'm quite excited because I'm looking forward to a lot of books in March, and then I have a few little things planned and I have my birthday coming up, so I want to do something special, some kind of maybe like readathon or something. So I'm going to be reading hopefully a lot of good books, and I also still have pretty much all of March off because we are still in lockdown in the UK, so I want to use it to my advantage and really try to pack in as much reading as I possibly can before I'm back to work and very busy again. So yes, I'm very excited for March because I want it to be a really good reading month. I want it to be the best reading month of the year so far. On average at the moment I've been reading 10 books a month, so I definitely want to beat that in March. Will I? Who knows? We shall see. I shall attempt. You all know I'm very optimistic. I always go in with a big TBR and just let it play out, and that's exactly what I'm going to do again in March. Now, usually I have a huge stack of books for my TBRs, but I never fully stick to them, but I do, like, I mood read and I pick for my TBR, like I do a bit of both. But this month I've kind of made it smaller than usual, and then I am going to talk about a couple of books as well that I might read and some other things at the end. But for now I do have a little stack which I shall show you. So I have this stack here which is my main March TBR. These are all ones that I really do hope to and think I will read, but again, not sure. But if you would like to see what is on my March TBR, then please keep watching. Okay, so I'm just going to quickly mention two books that I've talked about already, just ones that are kind of continuations from February that I want to finish in March. So I'm not going to go into too much of what they're about, but the first one is my current audiobook that I started for Queer No Fear. And I started the audiobook and I haven't picked it back up since because I just haven't been doing anything that really made me want to listen to an audiobook or like had any time to. Like, I've just been physically reading when I want to read. So I definitely want to finish this audiobook in March because I got 4 chapters in and was really enjoying it. But that is You Should See Me in a Crown by Leah Johnson. So you guys are probably quite familiar with this, and we have like a high school setting, lots of different things going on. The main character I think loses her like scholarship or something to university, and in order to try and get the money that she needs to be able to go, she has to try and become prom queen, which is something that she's never been interested in. And then I believe somehow there's like a romance develops between her and another female classmate, I think. I might be wrong. And yeah, that's kind of the gist of it. I can't really remember exactly, but I was 4 chapters in and I was really enjoying it. So yeah, I do just want to finish this in March. And then another book that was on my TBR last month, but I just didn't get to because I was super busy and doing so much reading for so many different things, is Amina and the Undead by Mccord. You've all heard me talk about this book so many times and I'm still so friggin' excited to read this. I just haven't got to it yet because I had to read a lot of Sarah J Maas books recently, which I'm not complaining about because you all know Sarah J Maas is my fave. But yeah, because I've had like a lot of rereads I needed to do and other videos and things like that, I just didn't get to this one. So I definitely want to pick this up in March. I'm so excited for this book. If you're a fan of like vampires, horror, thriller-esque kind of stories, then this is a great YA book. I've seen so many positive reviews already. The author is absolutely lovely and I'm just really looking forward to this. Like, I already know I'm gonna love this. But this is set in 1995 in New Orleans, and we follow Mina, and she goes to work in this like haunted mansion or something like that. And then while she's there, she discovers a body with fang marks in the neck, and she's going to try and figure out what's going on. This person has a fistful of hair that kind of matches her sister's, and there's like a whole mystery going on, vampire vibes and a bit of horror and just all the good stuff, and I'm so excited. I'd highly recommend checking out this book because I feel like there's not many vampire books in YA at the moment. Like, obviously you had like Twilight, Vampire Academy, but they're kind of like OG ones. There's nothing too new, and I'm just really looking forward to this. I just think it's going to be really fun. I'm obsessed with this proof and I can't wait to get my final copy, and I'm just really excited. But I did just obviously want to mention this again so you guys know that I will still be picking this up in March. Then I have one that is another horror-esque kind of book, and this is one that I don't know if I will pick up. I'm thinking about picking this up for a readathon. So in February, as you guys may have seen, I did do a 24-hour readathon, which I will have linked in the description box if you want to go and watch the vlog. Some of you guys joined in. It was really fun. It was a spontaneous thing, but I'm planning to do another one in March because I just feel like they're a really good way to kick off the month and get some books read. So look out for details for that if I haven't already announced any, because I am planning to do one soon, and if you guys want to join in, it'd be really fun. But anyways, back to the actual book. This is one I'm considering for that, just because it is quite a short book. It is under 200 pages, or maybe just thereabout, and it's called The Last Final Girl by Stephen Graham Jones. So I've spoken about this in a book haul before. I'll also have that link down below if you want to go and check it out, where I really do talk about this. So we follow a main character called Lindsay, and she is in this group with these other people who've all survived like really horrible things, like murders and stuff. They've been like the final girl, so like the final survivor, and they're all in a group together, and then one by one they're starting to get picked off. And that's kind of all I know. It just sounds really good, and like I haven't read like a good like slasher kind of a book for so long, and like I said, this is quite short, so this is just one I'm putting on my TBR. It's not an absolute, but it's one I'm considering for that readathon because of how short it is. So I'm pretty excited to possibly read this one, and I'm obsessed with the cover. Like, it is cool. Then I have two mangas. I think these might have been on my February TBR, but I just didn't get to them. Maybe for the readathon, maybe just to pick up in between reads. But that is Tokyo Ghoul Volume 2 and 3. I am also trying to get my hands on Volume 4, so if I manage to buy that, then I will be reading Volume 4 as well, hopefully. I think I also have Volumes 5 and 6 on the way to me, so I might well read Volumes 2 to 6, but I'm not sure yet. It depends how the month goes, but I definitely do want to get to both of these. Don't think I need to go into what this is about. We just have like ghouls, and it's kind of got like the horror vibe to it, and ghouls are like these kind of part human things that eat human flesh. It's really cool. There's an anime for this, you've probably heard of that, but yes, I'm very excited to read both of these because I really did enjoy Volume 1. So yes, these are on my TBR. Then I also have a Sarah J Maas book, because of course there's a Sarah J Maas book on my TBR, but this is a reread, and this is Crown of Midnight by Sarah J Maas, which is the second book in the Throne of Glass series. Well, technically it's the third book in the Throne of Glass series if you include the prequel, and I'm very excited to reread this. I'm rereading this because I'm one of the hosts for Togalong, which is the Throne of Glass read along that I'm hosting with Sid and Molly. I'll have their channels linked down below, along with the video with the announcement. But basically each month we do live shows where we discuss the book and theories and like what we thought and stuff like that, and you guys can read along as well. You get a whole month to read the book. Crown of Midnight is March's book because we did read Throne of Glass in February and then Assassin's Blade in January. So I am very excited to read this book and talk about it in the live show at the end of the month. I don't think I need to go into what this is about, and because it is kind of like in a series, I'm not going to. But Throne of Glass basically follows an assassin called Selena, and she's just a badass, and I just love her so much. And there's a lot of stuff going on. I don't want to give spoilers. She's just really cool, and this series is just amazing. If you haven't read it, I would highly recommend. But I'm very excited to reread this. Then we have another Sarah J Maas book, and this is my most anticipated release. I was supposed to read this on release day in February, which was the 16th, and then a lot of stuff happened in February and I got behind with a lot of rereads, and then I kind of went into a slump because my mental health was quite bad, and when I get like that I just cannot read, I cannot concentrate. So unfortunately I just didn't get to read this, and I had other commitments. But I'm very excited. I am literally like, oh, I know this book's going to hit me in the feels. I am doing a reading vlog for this book. I'm doing a spoiler free and a spoiler filled vlog, which will be coming soon, and I have started it. I'm only 20 pages in, so I'm very excited to get stuck into this. You all know which book it's going to be, but that is A Court of Silver Flames, and this is all about Nesta and Cassian from the A Court of Thorns and Roses series. Very excited because I watched the Sarah J Maas event where she was talking about this book, and one thing I'm really looking forward to the most is the mental health rep that's going to be in here through Nesta, dealing with trauma, PTSD, anxiety, depression. I'm really looking forward to seeing how Sarah J Maas talks about that, because she did say a lot of this stuff that Nesta goes through is stuff that was inspired by her own struggles. So I'm very interested in that. I love seeing mental health rep in books, especially when I can relate to it. I'm really looking forward to seeing what Sarah does with Nesta's character, because you all know I wasn't a huge fan of her at the start of the books. She grew on me as the books went on, especially in ACOSF, because I really do feel like she started to have a bit of a turning point, a bit of redemption, and then in ACOSF she went back to being a bit of a, but she's dealing with her trauma in her own way. So I'm really excited to see what happens with her in this book, and obviously for the romance that's supposed to happen between her and Cassian. So yes, very, very excited for this. It's a chonker. I can't wait to read this, and like I said, I will be doing a reading vlog for this book. Then next we have The Savant Delights by Chloe Gong. So this was on a TBR originally, I think, but then I didn't. I'm actually a Patreon of Books with Chloe's, and I absolutely adore her and her videos, and I think this is the pick for, well, it was the pick for February, but we're now reading it for March, I believe, and I'm really looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to seeing what everybody else thinks of this. I know a lot of people do love this, so I'm super excited to read it. I just think it's going to be a really, really good book. This is set in the 1920s in Shanghai, I believe. It follows two rival gangs. I think there's a bit of enemies to lovers in here, and I'm just really, really looking forward to this book. And isn't this just an absolutely stunning book? Like, I'm obsessed and very excited. Then we have two graphic novels. So I have Saga Volume 2. I read Volume 1 as part of my readathon in February. I will probably pick this up for my readathon in March, but I'm not sure. Very excited to see where the story's going with this series. It's very, very unique, I will say that, and I really enjoyed the first one. So yes, very, very excited to give this a read in March. And then I also have Mercy Volume 1. So I'm super excited about this. I've talked about this in a vlog before. This, it just looks absolutely stunning. Like, I'm obsessed with the art inside. I love the sound of the story, and I just think this is going to be a really, really good graphic novel. And yeah, I'm just super excited about it, basically. But that is all the books that I'm planning to read in March. Again, there are some other ones, so I'm thinking about maybe doing like how many graphic novels can I read in a day video. So obviously I'll be reading a lot of graphic novels. There are some other books that I'm ordering that will hopefully come sometime in March that I want to read, and then I plan to pick up maybe some more mangas and just different things. Maybe I'll be in a certain mood for a certain book, I don't know. But yeah, my TBRs kind of loosely stay, and then I also mood read. So throughout the month this will change. Like I said, I'm going to do maybe a couple of readathons, just try and do like a lot of reading. So yes, look out for a lot of different videos. I'm sure there's probably going to be a lot of vlogs as there was in February. So the creator I would like to talk about in today's segment is Books for Amy, and I recently found her channel. I found it through Mine Up Molly, and I really, really love her content. I also really love her Instagram as well, but she makes some really, really good videos, and I really do think that you guys would really, really enjoy some of them too. She recently did a recommendation video for books written in verse, and I really, really enjoyed that. I love that she kind of incorporates all different kinds of books on her channel, and as someone who's new to reading verse recently, I just really, really like that video, and I just think her channel is just really, really fun, and I just think that you guys would also find some of the videos are really, really fun, and I just think that she deserves more love on her channel. So I'll have her channel linked down below in the description if you'd like to check her channel out and subscribe to her. But yes, I really, really like her channel, as I've said a million times, and I also like her bookstagram. So I'll have her bookstagram linked down below as well, because her bookstagram is just so cool. Like, she has some pretty cool photos, especially this one. Like, I just love this, and I definitely want to recreate this photo at some point because I just think it's so cool. Yeah, that is this video's creator spotlight. I'm sorry that I forgot to include it when I first filmed this. I will link my Mccord, Thorns and Roses vlogs down below because I did reread those recently, and I did a vlog for each one. Don't watch them if you haven't read all of the books because you will be spoiled. There are spoilers for all of the books in each vlog, not including the Court of Silver Flames, but for the other books in the series. But I will link them down below in case anyone is interested in watching those. All of my social medias and all that good stuff will be linked in the description box as well, with some invaluable resources. And please do let me know what you guys are reading in March, because I know there's a lot of good releases in March and everyone's kind of on a bit of a reading kick at the moment. So let me know in the comments, what are you reading in March? Are you reading any of the books that I am? Have you read any of these books? What did you think of them? Please let me know without any spoilers. And if you did enjoy this video, please do give it a big thumbs up. I would really appreciate it, and I appreciate anyone who takes the time to comment on my videos. It really does mean the world to me. And if you would like to subscribe, feel free to do so. It would be really nice to have you join me on my little corner of the internet. Everyone is welcome here. And yeah, I hope you guys are all safe and well. I hope you're reading lots of good books, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!